another raid wide. And then finally we get Cachexia II. Immediately, you're going to get the same green and pink debuffs we had before. Don't overthink this, just immediately swap sides. Doesn't matter where you are, just be opposite your debuff. So if you have a wing, go on the snake side, snake, go on the wing side. The boss casts transmission and gives everybody a cleave. The only people who need to pay attention to this are those that have a snake. At the very end of this mechanic, when we're in our final positions, the snakes need to turn around. Ethereal Exchange is going to be cast. And then Poly Sigma. And we get ourselves one of two possible patterns. Either this will always be two X's and two pluses, with one of the pluses and X's tethered to each other. If the pluses are in the middle, your safe spot are the corners of that plus that doesn't have a tether. Regardless of the pattern you get, there's always a plus that stays in the middle or ends up in the middle, and it's the corners of that plus that will be safe. We have to use all four safe spots, so you need to be able to find this consistently. The other possible pattern looks like this, with the X's in the middle. This time you want to find that X with a tether. It's beginning to become a plus, and the safe spots are the four corners of that X. Once you find your safe spots, have your group stay on their sides and wiggle into the more middle two of the safe spots. The boss will start to cast Terra Ixo, and we get, at the same time, two large spread AoEs and two stack markers. All we do is have the spread AoEs go away from the group into the other two safe spots on their side. Right before the end, don't forget your cleave. If you have a snake, like M2, main tank and R1 Av, you have to turn around to face those away. If you have a wing, make sure you're facing the boss so you don't face those into the group. And now everything goes off all at once. I'll slow it down. You get the stack markers going off. The spread AoEs go off. The unsafe squares explode. Terra Ixo cleaves the side, but which we matched. We made sure we were on the correct side by having the opposite debuff. And finally, our cleaves all go off. If you've done this all correctly, congrats. That's the last hard mechanic of this fight. If this is too much for you, a lot of groups week 1 used Tank LB3 to be able to just cheese this. It absolutely works. You'll get a damage down, but it allows you to survive and probably get the kill. Etheric Poly